Namo Aryantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Aryanam, Namo Ojjanam, Namo Loya Savisanam, Vaisa Panchamakare, Sarva Pava Panasma, Manglalancha Savisin Param Bhavanam, Omkaram Bindu Samyuktam Nityam Gayanti Yoginam Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namah. Namo Samay Saraya Swami Bhutya Chakasthi Chitsaganavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Adnanatimirandhanam Jnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shrikare Bhagatam Jivanaśmo Sarvasavjaivantavartu Netirthachara Jagama Jaivantavartu Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranath Omkara Sangharutane Namo Te Sri Kundakare Namo Upakara Janavarna Kundana Dvanidhi Vana Jina Kunda Dvaniya Gurukam Ahote Bhagavati Matano Anupamagati Pamela Sarve Sri Dhani Vandi Kamya Samaya Padrata Are Eka Sudra Sada Are Jnani Darasamya Kare Ayanate Maru Jari Paramana Matranati Jai Jiran. Okay, is my voice coming out okay? Peter?
It is good. There is some background static. Also, we couldn't get the record functioning. Maybe on your end you have to grant a permission. I'm sure you're recording on your end, but if we want to record on our end.
Okay. What? Let's see here. Participant 4 chat invite stop record. I'm recording right now, and is it in a setting maybe?
Maybe.
Enable mirror effect of my video. Always show no.
No, it's not setting.
Recording. Let's see recording what it says here. Recording finder. No, it doesn't give me any other things here. It doesn't say that you can record. But I'll send it out to you. I'll share it out. When it's done. Right.
Okay. Okay.
Before we get started, can we ask that if anybody has any televisions or media devices going on in the background, that we mute it? Thank you.
We're ready.
All right. Okay. So last time we were talking about. Let's see. Hold it 1 second. Let me put this slide. Okay. Last time we were talking about soul and karma relationship. We'll quickly recapitulate what we talked about it, and then we'll keep going ahead. What happens that in the universe there are 6 universal substances: Jeev, Pudgal, Dharmastika, or Dharmastika, Akash, and Kal. Means soul, matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. So we are aware of those 6 universal substances, and out of which 4 universal substances are pure by themselves, but they don't interact with anybody else: medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time. They are pure and inert substances. They do their own job and they don't intermingle with anybody else and don't make anybody's life miserable. And so we won't talk much about it right now. Our main concern is soul and matter. The 2 guys, they really mess the things up, and all the problem that we see that occurs because of interaction of soul and matter. So how are they related? How are they making a mess? How can one do something to clarify this problem and rectify the problem and make life easier for us? So soul and matter. Remember, between those 2, the matter doesn't have any brain, matter doesn't have any knowledge aspect, matter does not have attribute of knowledge. Only soul has an attribute of knowledge. So ultimately, buck stops at me, the soul, to find it out that why I'm creating this mess and how can I come out of this mess. So if we have the basic understanding, then we start taking responsibility, and we just take we just said, okay, I'm responsible because matter does not have any brain. I have responsibility, so I can take care of something and I can make life easier for myself. So those are the things that we have to talk about. There is a one thing: no Mahavir, know everything; no Mahavir, know nothing. So knowing Mahavir, we know everything. And if there is no Mahavir in my life, I don't know anything. Now, who is Mahavir basically? Mahavir is myself. It's not Mahavir Swami Bhagwan, 24th Tirthankar of this time cycle. I'm Mahavir. Mahavir means I'm the soul and I'm the pure soul. So if I know myself, I know everything. If I don't know myself, I know nothing. So there's a simple thing that we have to think about it. So now, what we talked about last time, we are going to take karma relationship with the soul, that how are they related. So on one side, there's a soul, and other side is a karma. Karma are called material particle karma, means it's called dravya karma. And soul has one type of thing, it's called bhav karma, means soul's inclinations, means soul's rag and dvesh, means soul's anger, deceit, ego, greed, ignorance, and all those things are called soul's inclination, and it's called bhav karma. So see, this word will come quite a few times: bhav karma, dravya karma. So we have to get used to those two words. Whenever the word bhav comes, means it is related to the soul. Whenever the word dravya comes, it is related to the matter. In this regard, when we say bhav karma, dravya karma, so bhav means occurring in the soul, dravya means anything occurs in the material particle. Having said that, what is the relationship between those two things? There is called principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship. They both are separate by themselves. They do their work independently, but they have relationship, means if something is here, exactly something possibly is seen there. For example, my good karma comes in fruition. For example, my good dravya karma means my material karma particle comes in fruition. So on this side, I get inclination. I have an auspicious inclination occurs with me. I have a subhabhav occurs with me. Auspicious inclination occurs at the time there is a possibility of a material karma, which are auspicious material karma comes in fruition. Karma comes in fruition by itself. I do my own inclination myself, but they both have kind of principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship. Because this thing is there, it's seen on the other side, this guy. Because of this guy is there, other guy is seen on this side. So in general, that's what we mean by principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship. For example, I was supposed to speak at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and Preeti decided to come at 9 p.m. this time. Now remember, both the things are independent. I send information to her. She doesn't have to join, but she decided herself that I want to join. And over here, I decided myself, okay, let's talk. So two are independent, but they have relationship of principal auxiliary cause relationship. The Gujarati word will come naimittic sambandh. Nimit means auxiliary cause. Nimit means something associated with the principal action. I'm doing speaking action and you are doing hearing action. On your angle, Your principal action is hearing, and I'm nimit, and I am auxiliary cause, and my part is speaking. So they both have interrelations, but they both are independent. So those are the things we have to understand. Nimiting somebody, because these are the words we have to get familiarized. I know sometimes it becomes kind of cumbersome that how come there's so many words, but repeatedly when we keep on talking about it, starts making sense, because at one time, somehow, somewhere on the line, you all will start reading the scripture, and you have to have pretty good idea. So we will be repeating these words again and again. So here, soul's inclination is a bhav karma. Material particles, material karma particle are called action substances called dravya karma. So they have principal cause, auxiliary cause relationship. So we are talking good deeds, and good deeds on both the sides. Good deed means I need inclination of auspicious inclination right now. So what happens on the other side of the on the lower part of the screen? There is rise of auspicious material karma coming in fruition at the same time. So here I thought of giving donation to the temple, and on the other side, on the lower part of the screen, the material karma, the auspicious material karma coming in fruition. Those auspicious material karma, they were sitting with my soul for a long time. This is their ripe time to come in fruition. They are coming in fruition. They are coming in uday, and on the top part of the screen, I have inclination to do the donation. I have inclination to do the swadhyay. I have inclination to do puja. I have inclination to do something good thing for the temple. So those are my inclination. And on the other side of the screen, at the same time, there is also auspicious material karma coming in fruition. So two auspicious things: bhav karma auspicious, dravya karma auspicious. Dravya karma auspicious is a fruition of the old karma. Bhav karma is my own doing. Does it make sense so far? Yes? Yeah, go ahead.
I think that I still didn't understand the nitya, the phrase, that Gujarati phrase you said.
Nimit.
Nimit, yeah.
Naimitik sambandh.
Can you just give, I don't know if you two already understood that, but that would help me a little bit.
Okay, all right. Okay. For example, Priti, you are a mother.
Mm-hmm.
You have two kids.
Yes.
Tonight, for example, you have to make sure they have done their homework. Mm-hmm. And you put all your effort for these two kids to make sure that they do right thing.
Mm.
And one becomes doctor maybe, other becomes a computer engineer, for example. Now, you may wish other way around, but they did their own things. What you did as a mother, you were kind of nimit for their development. They make their own making. They make their own choices. And you were simply kind of instrument helping them out to go to the right path. If you want, one kid wants to go to the wrong path, for example, well, that is his own doing. You can't do anything about it, you know. So you are nimit for the kids.
I thought nimit meant conduit.
Conduit, you can just say conduit, but you can basically you are instrument, you know, more than conduit. You are instrument, you know.
All right. Thank you.
Naimitic means principle. Action occurring within me is a principle. So over here, if the action, if you talk from a matter perspective, then action occurs in the matter. If we talk from the soul perspective, action occurs in the soul. So whoever is a principal player we want to talk about, the other guy becomes nimit. For the soul,
Okay.
the matter is nimit. For the matter, soul is nimit. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So now we are just talking next one now. Next one is a bad deeds. I did pap bhav within me. I have an inauspicious feeling within me. I want to pull somebody's leg. I want to make somebody's life miserable. I want to become angry. I want to become deceitful. I want to become greedy person. I want to become ignorant person. I want to have rag and dvesh and all the thing. So all those feeling occurs within me. That's a bad deeds. Means it is my own doing that I have those bad feeling occurring within me. So while I'm doing that one, on the other side, on the lower part of the screen, what I have is a bad deed coming from the material karma, and that's a actual material karma of bad material karma coming in fruition. So they give me the situation. They give me all the situation, and here I'm end up with a bad deed. For example, how many times it happens in our life that, we just say, I became angry because of you. If you did not do this one, I would not have become angry. So we always blame somebody else. But remember, that bad feeling occurred within me with my own choice. And on the other side, there was a nimit or the auxiliary cause from external material karma particle was just simply being present. That's it. It did not do anything. The material karma did not ask me to become angry. I decided myself to become angry. So both the things are having the relationship, but they both are independent action.
Uncle, can I
Yes.
ask a question?
Yes.
So when you have a bhav karma for getting angry,
Yes.
simultaneously and independently, there
Yes.
are dravya karmas that are coming to fruition
Yes.
that do what? That make you angry?
No. See, for example, let's say that I have gone to work today. It was a kind of it was a rough day today. I had a patients who are really making my life miserable, and I had lots of challenges occurred. I was late. In the hospital, they just said I have not done certain work, and so the nurses are pulling my leg and everything. When I come to the office, the office is a big mess and all the thing, and so I'm already I'm so much uptight and nervous. And now I come home, and now my wife says, Amit has come back from the school and he came back with a C minus grade. What happened? Whole thing is ready in front of me. And suddenly I became very angry that you are not working, watching TV whole day. And I started beating him and all kind of things. So situation is there. Now, tomorrow I come. Everything is going right way for me. Everything is perfect. My day is perfect. I had done a good job and everything. And I'm so relaxed, and I come home, and now my wife said that, second child has a problem that, he also brought the C minus grade. And I said, no, Rishi, how can it happen, beta? Let's sit down. Let's analyze why did it happen? So the situation was exactly same today also, but yesterday I became angry. Today I did not become angry. So becoming angry is in my hand. The karmas are coming in fruition, giving me situation, but to act on it or not to act on it, the final trigger is with me. And I pull the trigger. So material karma acts as a auxiliary cause, instrument for me, and only the thing what I have is I have to decide what I want to be. And analyze your effect. How many times it may happen that that your secretary at work may think that you'll become a super angry, and you just said, so what? We made a mistake. Let's rectify the mistake and keep going. How many times you may have done? A lot. Because now you know all the situation means the fruition of Dravya Karma is there in front of you, but you are not going to be moved. You are going to work on your own, whatever and likes and dislikes you want to do, whatever anger, deceit, ego, pride you want to do, you will decide of your own. So decision is yours. But in general, 99.9999%, whatever the karma comes in future, I just join it. I start acting accordingly.
I know.
Okay. There's an echo.
Yeah. Not clear.
There is a lot of noise in the background, please.
Okay. All right. So now we are talking.
One follow-up question, Uncle.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm getting a huge echo. Okay, it's gone
Me
now.
too. I have an echo here also.
I think somebody must have speakers on.
It's gone now.
Okay.
Okay, the follow-up question is, so in one samay, the material dravya karma sets up the situation for you to get angry, and let's say in that samay, is it in the same samay that you choose to get angry, and also in the same samay, if you do get angry, that you generate more dravya karma? Everything happens in one samay?
Yes. Everything happens in one samay. Fruition of the old karma comes. Here on this side, I decide to become angry. And on the other side, the new material karma comes and they come and join me. So three reactions occur in the same samay. Old karma coming in fruition, giving me situation to become angry or not. Here I become angry right away. As a result, I acquire new karma. It will be coming to the new slides when we just go for it, you know.
Can I ask a quick translation? Samaik means moment.
Samay means moment. And actually, for the time being, let's make it the smallest particle is smallest time unit is called samay. Now, actually, there is a definition of samay, and in a blink of an eye, one blink, a sankhyat samay means an uncountable amount of time units pass by. One blink of an eye, a sankhyat samay. A sankhyat means when I count 100,000, 10,000, million, billion, trillion, they are countable. But uncountable is beyond counting capacity, and they are called asankyat or uncountable. And that many samay pass by in blink of an eye, and in each samay, each moment, we have this three reaction occurring. Old karma coming in fruition, I'm doing something, and on the other side, new karma comes towards me. And the old karma gives fruition and they disappear. They get disconnected. They dissipate into the atmosphere. So old karma do not remain with me after doing fruition. They just pass away. Now, as a result of that, when I do the bad deeds, anger or whatever, then my new karma accordingly comes and sticks to me. So, old karma got somewhere, nirjara. Nirjara means they went away. But it's not called nirjara because what happens, when the old karma goes away, I get lots of new karma coming in. For example, I had debt for $100. And you know, let's say that I took $100 from Chirag, and now he says, Uncle, you have to give me back. You have to give me back. You have to give me back. So I go to Ankit and Anka. I tell Ankit, excuse me, Ankit, can you give me $1,000 for 1 month, and I'll repay you as soon as I can. So Ankit, being a nice guy, he gives me $1,000. So I give Chirag $100. So Chirag is off my back. And now I have breather for 1 more month. But my $100 debt got released. But as a result, on the other side, I have a $1,000 debt, new debt now, you know. So that's what happens in the karma. Fruition of the old karma, they disappear. But as a result, on this side, I end up getting new karma, you know. So this is, again, these are the things. Next slides will be coming. So let's finish this part first. and then try to go for the next thing. So now inflow means asrav. Inflow means asrav. So now this inflow is divided into bhav asrav and dravya asrav. Bhav asrav from the soul, dravya asrav from the karma perspective. So when I do bhav ashrav, what is bhav ashrav? Means what is a soul's inclination of inflow? What is a soul's, on this side, look at that. This is a soul's inclination from inflow coming from the soul's perspective. Means I end up doing likes and dislikes. I have rag and dvesh. Whatever rag and dvesh I have it, it's called bhav ashrav. It's called bhav inflow. It's called bhav karma with likes and dislikes. It's called rag and dvesh, which is called bhav karma. Does it make sense so far? When I do that, there is also going to be inflow of material karma flowing towards me. And that's called inflow of material karma coming independently. That's the inflow of material karma comes independently. Means, remember, the black guy over here, lower part, he is independent. All the things he does by himself, and nobody asks him to do anything because they don't have brain, but they have kind of changes occurring within them. For example, let's say that I have the phone over here. Is this phone new or old? Well, it looks like an old with a new cover, for example. How do I say it's an old? Because the phone keeps on changing its own modes all the time, continuously. I have furniture in the house. The furniture looks very old. How come it's old? Because changes occurring in that furniture from the day one. You have the deck in your backyard. What happens after one winter, second winter, third winter, fourth winter, and fifth winter? What happens? Now this deck appears to be old. The cracks appears to be. So let's put the painting, all kind of things. Let's repair and all the things. What happened in that one? The deck became old by itself because changes are occurring every summer in every substance, including this matter. Matter changes are occurring by themselves, so nobody is making them to do anything except they do it themselves. So here we have bhav ashrav, and over here it becomes dravya ashrav. This one we can just go is bhav bandh and dravya bandh. Now, let's finish this one, then we'll just concentrate a little bit more on bhav bandh and bhav ashrav, dravya bandh, dravya ashrav. See, bhav ashrav means this guy, yellow guy, this inflow guy. Bhav ashrav. This bhav ashrav means in myself, I am generating rag and dvesh. That's it. Generation of rag and dvesh occurring within me. Generation of likes and dislikes. Inclination of attachment and aversion occurring within me is called bhav ashrav. Simple thing, inclination of likes and dislikes occurring within me is called bhav ashrav. Over here on the material side, what happens? The universe is full of carbon particles. They are extremely minutest particles are full, and they are generic carbon particles. They are generic. They have nothing else to do except they are just hanging around. Now, a change occurs within them, and that change is occurring in which that material, the generic carbon particle says that I want to become Gnana Varniya Karma. I would like to become knowledge of studying karma. I would like to become Mohaniya Karma. I would like to become deluding karma. I would like to become Antray Karma. I would like to become obstructive karma. So all those things automatically occurring within them. So that is called dravya ashrav. Generic carbon particle getting converted into material as a specific karma that is occurring by themselves, and that is called dravya asra. Does it make sense so far? Yes?
I think so.
Yes.
No, if the question that, because, we'll be going further ahead. So remember, the bhav means inclination occurring in the soul, right? And dravya means everything occurring in the material particle. See, ice becomes water. Who did that? Water became vapor. Who made it? Sure, there was associated sunlight was there, but water becoming vapor is an independent reaction occurring in the water molecule by itself only. Associated things are there, but we are not worried about associated things. If water becomes vapor is an independent action, and that is occurring in the material karma by itself, then over here also the generic material karma particle wants to convert by itself into Gnanavarnya karma, Darshanavarnya karma, Antaraya karma, Mohaniya karma, Nam karma, Gotra karma, Ayu karma, Vedniya karma. So these are the things happening in the material particle by themselves. Nobody goes and does anything to them. So they themselves decide to get converted into material karma, and that is called dravya asra. Over here, likes and dislike is a bhav asra. Material karma particle, generic particle becoming specific karma particle is called dravya asra. Did it make sense so far? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Now we are proceeding. Now we are coming to bhav bandh and dravya bandh. The soul's inclination of bondage and material particles converting into bondage. Material particle bondage and soul's bondage, they are two separate events. Soul's bondage means, remember, again we need to go back to inflow here. What happened in inflow? I created likes and dislikes within me, right?
Yeah.
Right. Likes and dislikes occurring within me is a bhav karma, is a bhav asra, but how intense is this in likes and dislikes is called bondage. So what I did, I had a rag and a dvesh occur with, let's take a rag. I have a rag in the sense, I want to do auspicious thing. I would like to give donation to the temple. I would like to do a puja in the temple. I would like to do abhishek in the temple. That's one kind of a good activity I'm thinking. Now, for example, Mahavir Swami in the previous third life, what he said, now I know I'm going to get the liberation for sure. It's pretty nearer now. From this life, I'll go to the Devgati, and from there I'll come back as a human, and I'll become Lord Mahavir. I'll be born as a Mahavir, and I'll become Lord Mahavir, and I'll get liberation. I'll go to Siddhasila. So now my things are already determined what I am going to be. But along with me, I also have a good intention that with me, millions of souls also can go to moksha. What happened? Remember, when I did the inclination, I did, I'll give $100 donation. Okay, that's a one intensity of a positive inclination. Then I'll do the temple and do puja abhishek. There is little stronger inclination of auspicious thing. But now I'm Mahavir, and I would like to, I'll be liberated, but along with me, I would like to have millions and billions of souls also would like to get, I would like to do something so they all get liberated. So that's an intense kind of auspicious feeling that he has it, 1 second, okay. Vivek, can you take the phone, please? Okay, so remember, what did we say? Intensity of your inclination of right kind, auspicious kind. Intensity of your inclination of the auspicious kind. What happens in that one? My intention when I want to give $100 donation was that much. Going to Mandir and do puja and abhishek is that much. But when I'm Mahavir, I would like to have everybody else get liberated. That's a tremendous amount of intensity of inclination of positive side. Let's go on the other side. I have a bad feeling for somebody. And let's say that I thought of killing somebody. I killed. So my bad inclination was of certain intensity. I would like to kill 2 people. It's a double intensity. I would like to kill 10 people. No, I would like to kill 6 million people. So my inclination, bad inclination, intensity progressively going worse and worse and worse. So inclination to occur, good or bad, is an inflow, but intensity of the inclination is called bondage from soul's perspective. Does it make sense? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So those are the things that we have to keep in mind. Inflow means bhav, ashrav. Bhav, inflow. The soul's inclination of inflow is just likes and dislikes. But how intense is that inclination? That is called bondage. Bhav bondage, right? So bhav ashrav, bhav bondage, bhav ashrav, bhav bandh, they are the rag dvesh, but intensity of rag dvesh. So those 2 are included that way, right? Over here in the material side, we have the generic Karman particle wants to convert into specific karma type is inflow from material side. But then what? But then that, let's say that the generic Karman particle got converted into knowledge obscuring karma. Now the comment gets stuck to my soul. 1 second, just give me a second. Hello. Hello. Yeah, who is this? Thanks, man. Okay, so we are talking material karma right now. Material karma inflow, material karma bondage. What happens? Material inflow means generic Karman particle converting into Nanavaran, Darsavaran, those 8 types of karma. That's an inflow. But now they come and get stuck to my soul for certain duration of the time. That's called dravya bandh. This is bondage from material karma perspective. So these 4 things really are intertwined, you know. So again, once again, so what is a first thing? I have a rag and dvesh. When I did rag and dvesh, then generic Karman particle got converted into material karma. Now, I have the intensity of rag and dvesh. That means that much amount of material karma got stuck to my soul, right? So 4 things, all 4 things occur in one samay, one moment only.
Uncle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Quick question. The word you used for the vibration of the soul energy, yog or upyog?
Yes.
Is that used here? Is that responsible for creating the dravya karma bondage?
Yeah, but see, that is what happens. The bondage of the ashrav, inflow of ashrav, inflow of karma. There are 5 reasons given in the scripture. In the Tattvat Sutra, there are 5 reasons given. Mithyatva, avirati, pramad, kashay, and yog. Mithyatva, wrong belief, vowlessness, passions, carelessness, and yoga. So yoga is one of the 5 things by which I have the karma bondage ultimately occurs to me. Now, when there is a yoga, that means all remaining 4 things are there. When there is mithyatva is gone, then 4 things are there, including yoga. When avirati means vowlessness is gone, the passions, carelessness, and the yoga is there. When passions are gone, so that way, basically, yoga is the last one. But because of the yoga, you are doing karma bondage because I have mithyatva right now. When I have wrong belief, that means I have all the reasons for karma bondage along with me. And so my vibratory activity of the soul, which is called yoga, is responsible for karma bondage because I have rest of the things with me because I have mithyatva right now. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I have mithyatva, so yoga is with me. Because I have avirati, yoga is with me. Because I have passions, yoga is with me. Because I have carelessness, yoga is with me. And if I am, in yoga only, if I am a Aryan Bhagwan right now, if I am Aryan Bhagwan, I have nothing over here except yoga. Then with the yoga also, as a Aryan Bhagwan will have karma bondage. So, Aryan Bhagwan will have karma bondage, monk will have karma bondage, Shravak will have a karma bondage, and Mumukshu like us who have the first Gunsthana, we are also having the karma bondage because of this yoga. And I think when we take a separate chapter on that one, we'll just go in extreme detail about it. But right now, for our purpose, right now, we have
you are breaking up. Something happened.
Am I breaking out? Hello?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, can you hear me or is it breaking down?
It's fine now.
yeah, it's fixed now. It was broken before.
Okay, fine. So basically, inflow bondage from Bhav Karma perspective, inflow bondage from Dravya Karma perspective, they all are occurring in one samay. And that is a take-home message. That, this is really, if you go through books, it's written there. But you will, it will pass through it. We will never know it that Acharya Bhagavan already said that. But so right now we are going to keep that one in mind. Asrav and Ban. Bhav Asrav, Bhav Ban. Dravya Asrav, Dravya Ban. They all 4 occur within one samay. So I have the Rag and Dvesh, intensity of Rag and Dvesh. At the same time, I have a generic carbon particle got converted into material karma particle and got stuck to the soul. All those things occur in the one samay. So you can imagine that how fast these reactions are taking place. Now we are coming to the samvar. Samvar means what? Who is going to give me definition of samvar? Samvar means stoppage, means what? Stoppage means samvar. Means if
Isn't that the beginning of purity? The beginning of purity?
Yeah, oh, you remember that, huh? Oh my God. I was just testing that whether you are awake that day or not, but yes, you remember those things. Good. Remember, we have to talk everything from soul's perspective. Remember, these black guys are over here. These are material karma, but they are associated thing. I don't have to worry about. My responsibility is soul. My responsibility, what I can do, and all the yellow guys are me, and that is my responsibility. So stoppage means until inflow and bondage, I have a rag and dvesh, I have likes and dislikes. So likes and dislikes are going on over here, but when I come to stoppage, means I have a purity starts beginning within me right now. I was for time infinite, I'm in the impure state. And now very first time, now the purity started within me is called stoppage of bhav karma. So stoppage means samvar. So bhav samvar karma. Bhav samvar karma means the purity starts beginning within me. When I do that, the purity starts beginning within me. What happens on the lower part? The karma particle which are constantly coming to me, they stop coming right now. Stoppage of the karma particle coming to me occurs over here. So their inflow towards me is stopped right now. And that is a material karma. Material karma stopped coming to me, but at the same time, I have a beginning of the purity within me. With this beginning, now what happens in the shading, in the nirjara, what happens?
Growing purity.
Yes, this is the beginning of the purity. This is increasing purity. And when I increasing purity, ultimately what happens? Completion of purity. So stoppage is beginning of purity. This is increasing purity. This is perfection of the purity. Those three things are called bhav, samvar, bhav, nirjara, and bhav, moksha. Remember, Srimad Ji has said very important sentence. What he said, moksha kayo nija suddhata. That's a word. Moksha kayo nija suddhata. Means, moksha means it is not that you go in the Siddhasila and you go and rest there and everything. That's not called moksha. Moksha means completion of my purity. This is the liberated stage of, what happened to my slide? Okay, so completion of my liberated state means completion of my purity is called moksha. And at that time, I have no dravya karma left. I have devoid of all the material particle karma, and that's called dravya karma. That's called dravya moksha. So over here, bhav samvar, dravya samvar. Dravya samvar means stoppage of particle of karma coming to me, and over here is it's the beginning of the purity within me. Okay, shading, increasing purity within me, and at the same time, the karma which are stuck to me start shading away. They just start going away. And liberation, bhav liberation means bhav moksha means I have complete purity within me, and at the same time, I'm totally devoid of all the karma particle which is called dravya moksha. So this is the way we have 9 tattva. Remember, we have 9 tattva. We have to divide into 2 parts, dravya and bhav. Bhav karma, dravya karma. Bhav pap, we start from here. Bhav pap, dravya pap. Bhav punya, dravya punya. Bhav asrav, dravya asrav. Bhav ban, dravya ban. Bhav samvar, dravya samvar. Bhav nijra, dravya nijra. Bhav moksha, dravya moksha. So these are the things we have to keep in our mind. Not one thing, but they are divided into 2, and they appear to be very watertight. But again, you have the water and oil in a bottle. You try to mix it as much as possible, but ultimately water remains as water, oil remains as oil, and so they both remain separate. So that's a one over here. We have to say the same way. The soul's inclinations are totally separate than material karma's reactions. So having said that, if we understand, if we know this part, then we can go next. If there's question, let's take the question right now.
Yeah, a question is, can you explain bhav nirjara a little bit?
Bhav nirjara means, listen, so for example, you are right now sitting and you experience your true nature of the soul, means you really experience within, and you experience the true nature of the soul, and you remain there for second or 2 or whatever, then you came out. So that's a purity started there. But now with this purity starting, you said, you know what? I had a super sensuous bliss with this purity, and I had never experienced that before. And this is absolutely fantastic. I would like to go back again in and in and in and experience myself again and again and again. So you make your own personal effort. You make your purusarth and you go back again in. And you try to stay a little bit longer. You try so hard, but again, you come out. Third time, you do a little bit more. So each time you go more and more, each time you're staying within your nature of the self, time-wise increases. That is called Bhav Nirjara. Means purity increasing. Purity time-wise stoppage, it was very teeny tiny time. Over here, the time keeps on increasing by exponential way. And that is called Bhav Nirjara. Right? So your purity increased, and now purity started, now it keeps on increasing exponentially, and that is called Bhav Nirjara. Now, one point that we have to take over here. Remember, we always do, people do the Samaik, and Samaik is 48 minutes. Do you know why it's 48 minutes? First thing, what is Samaik means? What's the meaning of Samaik? Sam, I, ik. Sam means equanimity state. I and ik means to stay within equanimity state. So when I do Samaik, means I take a vow to stay in equanimity state, means I don't have likes and I don't have dislikes. I'm just remaining kind of observer of the whole universe rather than getting into it. For example, I'm driving on the road. I'm just going from point A to point B. What difference does it make how many cars are passing by me, how many cars are going ahead of me, how many cars are behind me? I just simply see them, right? I don't pay attention to them. Is it a truck? Is it an SUV? Is it a car? Is it a convertible car? It's there, that's all. Now suddenly, let's say that I have decided to buy a new car. Now what will happen to me? Each time on the road, oh, that's a Mercedes. Black color, I don't like it. No, but it's a smart car. But you know, it's too small. It's only 280 or whatever. I don't like it. Let me try to see another car. If there is another Mercedes come, oh, these are 300, these are 500, these are 600 series. Oh, so I keep on looking because I keep on showing the interest. First day when I did not want to buy a car, I'm going through the road without no inclination of any kind at all. I'm simply driving, but now I want to think about it. I want to buy a car. I start analyzing each and every car. Well, this is an old car, this is a new car, this is best car, this is one I cannot afford. So those are the things happens that I'm not in equanimity state at the time. So here, equanimity means I have no likes and dislikes, I remain in equanimity state. That's called Samaik, okay? Now, why it's only 48 minutes though? Because come over here, stoppage, shading, and liberation, those three things. The purity beginning, purity increasing, purity is perfection. So, if by my own personal effort, I can remain in my state of equanimity, my state of experiencing of my soul for 48 minutes, if I remain in my state of equanimity for 48 minutes, means if I remain in my Atma Bhav, my self-experiencing of the soul state for 48 minutes, then I go to liberation right away. In the sense, I go to Arihant state right away. Means all my karma gets liberated right away. So, what I'm doing by Samaik right now, I'm trying to mimic what will happen when first time I experience my soul, then I try to remain a little bit more deeper into my soul, and then ultimately 48 minutes and I'll get liberation. For Mahavir Swami Bhagwan, when he was a Muni Mahavir, it took For him to stay within his own pure state for 48 minutes, he has to do meditation for 12.5 years. Means he's in a monkhood state, and he has realized his own soul, and he comes out, then he goes back again. This process keeps on going and going and going, and it takes 12.5 years for him to stay non-stop in his state of the pure nature of the soul. It takes 12.5 years to stay for 48 minutes non-stop, and then he becomes Aryan Bhagwan. So when I do Samayik, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to imitate myself to remain in equanimity state. So now I'm not going to worry about phone calls. I'm not going to worry about my jobs and everything, because first thing, next 48 minutes, I have taken vow to remain within my equanimity state. Why should I worry about what's going to happen 48 minutes from now? At least 48 minutes I am given myself, so I'm trying to stay within myself. So try that one tomorrow. Try one day. Try for just take the vow, okay, for 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. I'll try to remain in equanimity state and see how many thought processes come. For example, if I tell you right now, close your eye and don't think black, what happened? First thing you see is a black thing. So these are the things that we have to keep in mind. The rituals laid out by the Bhagwans and Acharya Maharaj and everybody, they have a meaning for it. If I understand the meaning, it is okay for me. Because then you can do those rituals very enthusiastically rather than somebody imposing on you. So those are the things that we have to know from this thing. So let's start going a little bit deeper now, having said that. Any questions so far? Because this was really a big slide to go through.
Kirit Bhai, Bhavan,
Yeah.
I have a question. Stoppage would be Samyak Darshan?
Samyak Darshan, yes. That's the beginning of the experience of the soul is Samyak Darshan. So until here is a Mithyatva, over here is a Samyak Darshan starts stoppage, and then shading and liberation means now you are going increasingly on your Gunsthanak ladder.
Good. Okay.
You're from 4th Gunsthanak to 5th to 6th to 7th to 8, 9, 10, 12, like that, And when Gunsthanak, we will have lots of details will be coming at the time. Anything else? Does it make sense? And you know what? Preeti being new, Preeti, if you have question occurring, I know you have quite a few questions. Throw me the email and everything, and we will talk that way also, because these guys we have talked so much, and they are well ahead. They have done lots and lots of reading, and as I told you before, when I was in New York, Ankit, you and Chirag and everybody, that when you guys have this much interest, I know best is yet to come for Jainism, because young guys like you having interest, you will take it to the nth level, and you are trying to make sure that you understand the right thing from the very beginning. So I'm very proud of you guys. Really good, really good.
Yeah.
Kirit, you need to continue doing this.
Yeah, no, we will continue this one. We are continuing every Wednesday, no problem.
That would be good.
That's what you mean, right?
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So just if you are reading something, then maybe I can try and read and catch up if you
Okay, all right.
I may have it already here. Yes, I have some things, but
yeah, but Preeti, what it is, these are the things may not be kind of in a book form or anything.
Okay.
I'll try to see if I have some books or anything. But these are the things that
Kirtanko, maybe you can suggest your book, Jain Siddhant Praveshika, and also the Nirmala Jain book.
Which is the other one?
The second one was Nirmala Jain Tattva Parichay, I think it's called. They're both available on online as a PDF.
Hello, Chirag. Isn't that Ujwala Ben you are talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said Nirmala. I meant Ujwala.
Ujwala Ben, yeah, yes. Okay, I think I'll upload both the books, and I think I may have a soft copy of Jain Tattva Parichay also. So hopefully it's there, so we can just upload those one,
Thing is, I get so many books, but then because
Yeah.
there's a conversation, it's more meaningful. So,
Yes, yeah, definitely, yeah.
right? I may even have the books. I just don't know.
No problem. Don't worry about it. I'll send you a
Okay.
soft copy.
All right. That's fine. PDF is great.
All right. Okay. Any more questions? Yeah.
Definitions or some sort of paper on this Nav Tattva that you can send us?
No, I have not written anything on it.
Don't worry, because we recorded it anyway. All right, no problem.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So who is recording? Sudarshan, can you send us the recording?
Auntie, only Kirit uncle has to send the recording because he's the host, so he's the one who's recording it.
Yeah. No, I have it done, and let's see. Over here.
Uncle, you can do one
I
more
can
thing. You
see
can
it.
give us